welcome to the B Team Podcast. I am your host, Josh Saffran, with my co-host,
At Mars,
and our permanent guest,
Rob Nelson.
And we're here every week to talk to you about all things Bentonville, bourbon, and business. The B Team Podcast. Be here. Welcome to the B Team Podcast. I'm your host, Josh Saffran, with my permanent guest,
Rob Nelson.
And our co-host,
At Mars.
And we're here every Thursday for all things business, Bentonville, and bourbon. But today, we're not talking business. We got beauties, right? Beautiful women, right?
Yeah.
I had to change that up a little.
Yeah,
I was thinking of the right B.
Yeah.
Beauties is the right thing to say, right?
We don't have bourbons.
We're not bourbon today.
We switched up. We got some of the damsel, it's called, some rosé.
This is one of your finer ones that you have at home?
This is Lisa requested that we get some rosé for her.
Now, Lisa, just to be clear, we never provide anything special for the guests. So you must be special, because normally we're drinking bourbon. Yes.
Special. That's right.
Yes.
Damsel in distress.
Okay, I'll fill yours first.
Also very generous. He always takes care of himself
I
first.
usually do. I mean, this
He's being a gentleman.
Who is this guy?
Who is this guy? Is right.
I mean, and for our other guest, Gina, who's with us today. So today is going to be a little different.
Well, that's a pour.
Yeah, it's like we have.
Like it.
They don't like to be out. They don't like.
I'm going to take care of myself here. Okay. So we're not featuring a business today. This is an interesting episode.
Well,
I think we should.
I think we should do the whole backstory.
Yeah. But normally somebody comes in and they're pitching their business.
Right.
We did our Gentsgiving event. Shout out to Emily.
Yep.
Shout out to the charity fundraiser in November.
Yep.
And these lovely young ladies bid on being on our podcast.
Yeah.
Right?
And we raised a bunch of money.
Yeah. So thank you for your generosity. Let's toast and cheers to that.
That.
It was a great event.
Yes. I mean, that's why we had to break into the vault for this rosé.
And then we said, well, what are we going to talk about? And they go, I don't know.
Yeah.
But we'll figure it out.
Yeah, it's like us. We're all out on a Friday night at dinner anyway. So I figured we just, bust some chops right off the bat and let's talk about the event, right? Because it was a great event.
Absolutely.
We were raising a bunch of money for the cancer.
The cancer?
The Cancer Society, not cancer.
Pancreatic
Pancreatic,
yeah.
And veterans.
Yeah, we raised $100,000 net that night. Yeah, which was amazing. We split it between the two charities.
Yep.
And both of your husbands and you guys, fantastic. You guys come to the event every year, and you guys help us raise a lot of money. So thank you for your generosity. The Koch family and the Brewer family, we couldn't be happier to have you guys as part of our events.
And I figured we just kind of opened it up and put you on the spot and be like, this was the first year out of this was year 3.
Year 3.
And this was the first year we had a lot of wives and females there. Usually it's like a guy's bourbon event, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But it really brought it to a whole nother level. So I figured, maybe you give Josh some feedback on for next year.
What
would you like to see?
Start with the positive sandwich. Like, what did you like? Before you do like a Rob and Matt hit me over the head.
I'll start with this. So this was the second time for Gina and I to attend.
Ah, okay.
So we attended the year before.
A lot of perspective.
With our husbands, and it was definitely a dude event.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you provided feedback.
I did. I provided feedback.
Saying
because
what?
There was no wine.
Correct.
There was only bourbon. So me being a good sport, I did taste the bourbon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I would give
And Michael finished the right. Yeah.
to my husband to finish.
Shout out to Michael.
Yep. So I was really pleased to see that you took the feedback this year, and there was lots of wine to enjoy and to drink. And it was just a beautiful event. The venue, the food, the items, to bid on, like this podcast, fun.
Yep.
It was a really great event.
And shout out to Mike Hodges, because the location was great at the Hodges barn. But we noticed a lot more people felt comfortable bringing their spouses this year.
Yes, there were a
Dave
lot
brought
of
Jenny, right? Angie came for the first time. Carrie came for the first time. And everybody had a good time.
Well, I think it's as it continues to grow, we keep on saying like, oh, it's such a great time. It's such a great time. People are talking about it, and then of course, the wives want to come. Why wouldn't we want to? Just makes it better.
Yeah.
Well, part of it, they were making sure there's no shenanigans going on, that this is a real event, we're raising money.
We're all at the casino, actually.
Yes. So half of it was checking up to make sure it was above reproach.
Yeah. Right. And since you had such a great turnout of women, I think for next year, you need to have some auction items that speak to the women.
Ooh. So, see, I have to ask your feedback in advance, because we already heard that from you, and we're already working on having purses or shoes or some sort of, look at the eyes light up, right? Yeah. Some kind of something, because it was very dude centric on the the bourbon tasting and stuff. So yes,
I don't know. I got a nice table out of it.
2 years in. Well, you've bought stuff from Dave and Jenny both years, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
So whatever Dave does this year, they're just going to bid on it. I mean, it could be like
Absolutely.
it could be like poop in a bag. Like, hey, it's Dave and Jenny poop in a bag. $5 million.
Maybe
Tim's
this
gotta
year.
have it.
Yeah, I just need to ask Gina
It's
what
not
she
only
wants
fans.
this year.
That'd be great.
Yeah, we'll price it up.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think purses or like some shoes or spa.
Yeah.
Can you procure some of these things?
Or like a closet organizer, you have the organizer.
Oh, that's a
people
great
come.
idea.
That's a good one. That's a good
Yes,
idea.
because every woman needs help with that.
You know what we should do, Bobby? Like, pretend we're not saying this out loud. This is like you and I talking on air. Like, say they're not here. We should go to Chinatown in New York and get like all those counterfeit bags, and they'd be like, "It's an authentic."
Oh, no, I can spot mine. So be careful.
Yeah, but if we have like 2 or 3 bottles of wine in you won't know the difference at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment.
Maybe not at the moment, but when I wake up the next day,
And you know who'll get the feedback?
I'll be calling Josh.
Yes, I'll get the feedback.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't want no part of that.
I'm just saying hypothetically, right? I mean, the profit margin would be great.
Well, I think there's a few businesses in town that does some stuff with some purses and shoes and some high-end accessories. Maybe we get involved.
Maybe get the Blakeman group to put it
We
together,
love
some kind of
jewelry.
Yeah.
purple bag, maybe like
Yeah.
a mystery
Yeah.
purple bag.
Ooh, mystery group. I like
Wouldn't
that.
that be nice?
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Maybe some David Yerman in it.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I like it.
You like that? Emily, if you're listening, we got feedback for you already.
Yeah. So we already got our first meeting handled. Emily didn't even.
She didn't even attend.
Yeah,
I'll get feedback from her. See, the feedback goes downhill.
I like it.
Yeah.
Anything you want to see next year?
I love jewelry. I mean, I'd love to see some jewelry.
Anything in particular?
High-end baskets of wine.
Ooh, that's good. Yeah, that's a good.
That is a good one. You got a nice wine collection at the house. I mean, we could donate some good bottles of wine as a tax write-off.
Trip to Napa.
Yeah, a trip to Napa would be nice. Yeah,
Ooh, that would be good.
I'd love to get a trip to Big Cedar.
That would be fun.
Trip to Big Cedar because they got a great dinners, bars, restaurants, wine rooms.
Yeah.
all that. I think that would be real cool. Real nice. Package.
Nice package, Bob.
That's what she said.
You're going to raise so much money next year?
Yeah.
Can we go backwards a year, though, too? Because before you guys won this, the year before you guys won a big trip to Bimini,
We
Yes.
did.
which was epic, right?
Yeah, that was a fun trip.
That was
Phenomenal.
epic.
Yes.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long ago, though.
2 years in April.
Yeah.
You guys
Time
took
flies
good care
when
of
you're having
us.
time.
No, a year. It'll be a year in April.
Yeah. That was when I figured out that I would be good in the hospitality business. That's why I helped
mean
take
bartending
care
business.
of everyone.
I don't know.
Bartending.
Yeah,
I think somebody,
but not in a good way.
I think somebody beat you when they had to jump off the boat and swim after my hat that flew off.
Was that Todd?
Yes.
I don't even remember that.
So what does Michael and Tim think about you all doing the podcast today?
Michael was so supportive and encouraging. Like, he literally...
Because Michael's
before I
been
came
on here.
Yes, he's been on here
Yeah.
before, talk about the history of Bentonville.
Yeah.
But he literally sent me a laundry list of topics that you could talk
Let's
about.
pull up the list. You have the list
Yeah,
with you?
let's talk
It's
about
on
it.
my phone.
It's on your phone.
Oh, go get it.
Because I'm
go get it.
sure
Yeah,
Michael
go
told
get
you
it.
what to say and what not to say.
Yeah, it'll be fun just to hear Michael's list.
Now, Gina, what feedback did you get from Tim? Any? Have fun?
He said, yeah, have fun. You know how to speak. So he's like, I'm sure.
Just be you.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, I could tell Michael he was worried about her a little because he texted all of us and he's
That's
like,
so
she's
funny.
really nervous, and I was like, she speaks it in front of a lot more people than we do all the time.
Tim just said, good luck. Have fun.
Yeah.
I don't even think Tim knew about it. I texted him yesterday. I go, hey, Gina's podcasting tomorrow? He's like, I don't know. I'm like,
I told him today.
so let's hear what's on the list.
Yeah, I want to hear this list.
I mean, it is long.
All
Give me
right,
10
let's go
minutes
through
to
it.
get through this if I... with your
Well,
call.
pick out your favorite
Let's
thing.
see.
Oh yeah, just kind of
Let's see.
give us some good ones.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
You keep on scrolling up.
I know.
Look.
Yes.
Got health and wellness.
Yeah, it's like health
and wellness with this group?
Yeah.
Michael
What's
Brewer.
he talking about?
Relationships and community, career. And
Who sent this to you?
My husband did.
Michael Brewer?
Yes, Michael Brewer.
I mean, we saw a
He was
different
like-
side of Michael too when he was on the podcast.
He's like on.
We did.
He had the serious tone, He's
Yeah.
like, you gotta go represent.
Yeah.
So he gave me all this like serious stuff. to
What's
talk
like
about.
the
Legacy
craziest
and
one?
Impact.
legacy and impact.
Well, he doesn't realize it's the B Team podcast. We don't do a lot of serious stuff here.
Well, but to be fair, we did tell you guys that if this is your 45 minutes
Yeah.
to talk about what you want. So we've kind of pirated the beginning.
Yeah.
but
Yeah, we just
If you guys
Well,
if you guys have something you want to talk about,
As much as
let's
I
talk.
love his laundry list that he sent me, it was all a little on the serious side.
yeah.
So I'm like,
And you wanna
just
have fun
wanna
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I want to talk about that jacket. Like, let's just get into the pink, because
Yeah.
I purposely put this shirt on once I saw what you were
appreciate
wearing.
you, so-
And can you show the boots, too?
Yeah, how do you want to show?
Lift it. Whoa! Look at those.
Barbie boots.
Those are nice.
Yeah. So I love pink.
Tell Mike we talked about your boots today when he asked what we talked about. We got rid of that list, went right to the boots.
Yeah, my boots. So I love pink, love fashion. I'm actually building a house and we'll have a pink wine room in my house, which is going to be.
Did Michael have any say in that or no?
No.
With a pink toilet.
Yes, I have a pink toilet.
Hold on.
I love it.
Hold
I
on.
love it.
A pink toilet?
Yes, a pink toilet and a pink sink in my wine room.
So as builders, like, where do you go out and find a pink toilet and a pink sink? Any idea?
I've never had to source one of those, but we are going to do some pink floors
Yep.
as well.
Pink floors.
Yes. Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah. We may have to come film the podcast down there. one
That
day.
That
would
would
be fun.
be really cool.
That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Where did you find the pink toilet?
At a supplier and here in town.
Okay. I guess. I mean, it's only time and money, right? You could order and find anything you want.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was just sitting there in the back collecting dust. Somebody probably ordered it for like a
They're
strip
like,
club 10
"We've
years
been
ago.
trying
And
to
it's been
offload
sitting
this
here.
forever."
Well, you say that, and I know you guys will do a great job. Like if it's put together,
Yeah.
it's gonna look so good. Dude.
It is.
Like we painted Carrie's stuff. We painted her office pink, and she absolutely loves it. Like hers yellow. You almost had to put sunglasses on to go in there because it's so bright in there.
Isn't Angie's new office pink?
Angie's
too?
new.
Angie's office is super pink as well.
Yeah.
She's got her rosé all day.
Now, is it a Barbie thing, or you guys have always been you've always been a pink fan?
I haven't always been a pink fan. I think it really has been since Barbie.
Now, you started wearing more pink since Barbie too, no?
I mean, I don't. Not that I know of. It looks like you do.
Well, you know I love pink.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I get the pink tutor. Shout out to Ben Blakeman if he's watching. I mean, that's what I'm going for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just seemed to become
Intense.
such a hot color, from that movie. And like I said, I love fashion, so there's lots of cool things in pink. So.
Oh, we just ordered pink Nikes.
Have you opened yours up yet?
No, not yet.
Michael just got a pair.
Yeah.
Yes.
He got the pink. He got the Air Force Ones. Oh, we'll be
Very
like
cool.
They're
bros.
still
We'll
sitting
be
in the
like-
box.
Oh, we'll see who opens it
Yeah,
first,
I
him or
haven't even
Bobby.
opened mine, but we need Matt to get a pair.
They were all out of them, or I would have got them.
Oh, we can order them for you today. They still have some in size
They
11.
were fresh out.
Matt's afraid to,
Afraid to venture out
Yeah.
there.
venture.
Yeah, I'm not afraid.
You have a house full of women. If you rock the pink Air Force Ones,
I
they
do.
can like-
I'm just not a big Air Force One fan, but I like them.
But you would wear pink shoes?
Yeah.
you would.
Mhm.
I have a pair of pink shoes. I'm gonna have to gift you now.
Yeah, we're the same size. I mean, I've
We
been
are.
waiting,
Well,
and I've been in. Not to sound weird, but I've been in Josh's closet because he has 4,000 pairs of shoes in there.
that did sound
And-
weird, right?
And Josh 100% needs the closet place to come to the auction so he can buy it.
Oh, I got.
to organize it.
Oh,
Because Emily has this much space because he has 50 shoe boxes in there.
this podcast was not supposed to be about me. This was supposed to be about Lisa and Gina. This is not the time to talk about my terrible shoe habit
But
and
Lisa
closet.
can relate because Michael's the same.
Michael has a lot of clothes,
A lot of shoes.
a lot of shoes.
A lot of shoes.
That's me, yeah. Shoes and
Shoes
coats.
that he hasn't ever even worn, but he had to have.
Had to have 'em from Hubbard's.
There is a pair from Hubbard sitting in the box that he's never worn.
Probably cost like $5,000. Shout out to Hubbard's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Donnie.
Oh, Donnie.
Yeah.
They're comfortable, though, those shoes.
There. You have a pair from Hubbard's too? Mm-hmm. But you probably got them at the 75% off discount sale.
Yeah, I have one. I have some that I didn't get there, but I have some that I got there. So
I noticed
Yeah.
my pair of sneakers today. The sole is falling off.
Which shoes?
The ones I have on right now. And just like you've had those for 5 years and you wear them to work almost every day. I think it's time for a new pair of work shoes.
Well, I mean, you could probably have less.
you can wear those pink ones now.
Not to work.
Sure you can. But one day less at Heirloom is another day that you can get shoes. Cause,
That's true.
Right? Have you guys been to Heirloom yet?
No, but it's on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Bobby
so
knows
hard
the
to
owner
get
now.
into.
it is.
Bobby knows the owner.
We might have to get them on to the podcast. It's good. They change the menu once a month. It's great
Yeah,
date
I've
night.
heard
Yeah,
it's
we should all go.
fantastic.
It'd be fun. It would
Well,
be good.
you would have to be able to get a reservation.
Yeah, I mean, I could try. Matt's got the inn as well too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a good place.
Uh-huh. Can we talk? Can we talk about Walmart a little bit? And you guys working? Are you guys at the new campus just yet?
I am.
You are. Yes. And do you love it?
Yes, love it. Everybody loves it. Nothing really but positive feedback. They're having a sculpture of a dog, and they're doing the grand opening of the sculpture.
Wait.
On
Grand
Friday.
opening of a sculpture?
Yeah, they're like doing a presentation, and
They're just partying for the sake of partying over there.
yes.
Well, I'll tell you what. When you now that 8th Street's open all the way through, you drive through there, and the energy is unbelievable as you're driving through on 8th. Like there's people on their bikes and walking and on the corners. I mean, it feels like New York City. Like that's the kind of energy like with just driving through. Never mind. I mean, I haven't walked it or anything, but I heard like once you get off the main roads. It's
Was there any
amazing.
question that he hasn't walked it? I mean, there was just,
They also
there's not
do
even a
some, like,
question.
We knew that.
fun little things.
Yeah.
Like for St. Patrick's Day.
You're a
they have
smart ass,
cookies.
Josh. Yeah. Oh, okay.
And they're going to have dog treats and people treats on Friday for the unveiling of the dog sculpture.
Now, where's the dog sculpture in relation?
It's
Everything's for
right in-
8th and Plate for me. Where's it? Where's
So our building is called Old Roy.
I know.
So it's Old
it's-
Roy. The dog is Old Roy.
Yes, and so
cool.
they've got dog tags. You can put the name of your dog, like submit them, and then they make dog tags.
and it's all over the steps, right? Like on the that's super cool.
Yes.
Yeah, I had a chance to tour that building. It's really well done.
Yeah. So they're doing lots of fun things just to kind of keep the energy going.
Yeah.
There's usually always Scooby snacks.
Yeah.
For adults.
Yes.
Love me a good
Ruh-roh.
Scooby. Love me a good Scooby snack.
We do.
So I move into my building March 31st.
Okay.
That's
And
quick.
I'll be in the hula building. So I'm thinking, hula hoop.
Yeah.
Now is the hula building? Is that from when Sam was on Wall
Yes.
Street and did the hula dance?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
They got great
So-
names for the buildings.
Yeah, so I can't wait to see what that building looks like, how they've decorated it and kind of what the vibe will be in there. But I've been with Walmart for 28 years, so I have been in the main home office with no windows. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, I've literally been in this building for 28 years and never had windows. I'm a little nervous about going to a building surrounded by windows
Nervous? Why?
because I'm used to not knowing what it's like outside because I don't leave, the building. And I may just get distracted a lot.
We do
Looking out those
get
windows.
distracted. They had this cool little machine that was doing the sidewalks when it snowed. They have a what's that thing called?
The drone?
Drone. It washes the windows.
I'd be good. What's the name of that game?
That was good.
What's the name of the
that
game?
game.
Pictionary.
Pictionary?
Yeah,
Yeah.
those
You and I
drones
could
that
be.
wash the windows.
Yeah, there you go. Wow.
And the windows, the way it was explained to me, like the east side of the building and the north and the south, like the windows have different tints. And then as the sun comes across, the window automatically tints tied back to the. It's super cool, right? So like the sun's never blaring in you, but you can go out 3 or 4 hours from meeting and come back, and the windows in front of you are tinted very differently based on where the sun is.
Yes.
Super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's high tech right there.
They did it. I mean, the campus, they did a nice job.
It's amazing. It truly is like a community. And they really wanted it to be part of the Bentonville community where the public can experience the trails. And as they're driving through it, they really feel part of the campus.
That's awesome.
And I don't want to talk too much Walmart because obviously you have to be careful on the types of stuff you say about the comms group here. But you're in HR, like the morale has to be just like through the roof. Like people must be so
are
excited.
So excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number one thing you hear is windows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's
Those
huge.
AES scores up.
Yeah.
Because I was just at the home office today for a meeting, and I've been going there for 13 years, and it is what it is, and you just kind of like, but actually having parking, like for the vendors that have to show up, like you want to get in that front parking lot, otherwise you could just circle around for hours or have to go across the street. And so it's like the fact that you can go to a spot and have parking, and the welcome center at the new campus is super cool.
Retail. I heard there's going to be a Gents place coming in.
Gents, yeah, and with the energy there too. I mean, I'm excited for the walk-in traffic.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I haven't walked it yet, but
The hotel.
But we kind of assume that. Yeah, tell us about the hotel, because that's for associates only during the week. Is that right?
During the week.
Okay.
They have a rooftop bar.
Ooh,
Important things.
I like to check that
Now,
out.
can anybody go to the rooftop bar, or do we know?
Anybody that can go.
Like
just can't
Walmart,
spend-
folks. I can't show up.
It's open to the public.
Interesting.
Kids. You just can't.
I think Emily just told you that so you wouldn't be over there. You'd be working at the.
I can go from the gents' place across the street to the rooftop bar.
Well, I would think they're going to have a restaurant there too, probably.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
So going back to your house, when is it going to be finished?
Fingers crossed, early July. So
Of 2025 or 6?
5.
All right, just making sure.
Yeah.
So will we be able to get into the pool before? That's the important question.
That's right. So we're building a pool. So it's under construction right now. So
That'll be
Mike,
nice.
you can get that pool done like now, and I can just come out while you're still doing construction on the
Is
house.
the pool going to look like Bobby's, like the big giant mass pool with the deck and then the hot
It's
tub?
not giant, but we've got a sun deck on it, like Rob's, hot tub similar to his, and a swim up bar.
Swim up bar?
Yeah.
Ooh,
I have a swim up bar.
You never have to leave the pool.
that's amazing.
Except to go to the bathroom. You do have to get out.
Yeah.
Details.
Details.
They still be like, Josh, you haven't got out of that pool all day. We got to plan.
About time.
Well, if the purple liquid flying around, it's like you got to pee in the pool if I'll turn purple.
Yeah, the design on the home is beautiful. I've had the opportunity to walk it a few times. And it's,
Oh, you walked that, not the campus.
Yep, that's true.
It is going to be gorgeous.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
going to be super, super neat.
Anytime I hear you and walking in the same sense, I get excited.
Yeah, gotta keep my steps in.
Gotta keep your steps in.
Get the steps in.
Yeah. So Michael's putting in a bourbon room in
Nice.
the new house.
What is that going to look like?
Very dark and moody.
Just like Michael.
Just like Michael.
Michael's not moody.
Serving
Michael's
the
always
finest
in a good
bourbon.
mood.
There
Yes,
he is.
he is always in a good mood.
Yeah,
Yeah. So.
I would say you're more moody.
Yeah.
100%.
You could be a little moody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
These two are both they're both moody.
Yeah.
So maybe what we do is we do like an on-site podcast.
In the
We
bourbon
can do
room?
like bourbon room and go down
and the
to
wine room.
The wine room.
Experience two completely different worlds.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like
Male,
that.
female.
I like
that
that.
would be cool.
I do like that.
Well, Michael's not allowed in the wine room. I'm allowed in the bourbon room.
So how did that dynamic happen? Like you just said, this is my room, you're not allowed in?
Well, the bourbon room's on the top floor, on the first floor. My wine room is beneath it. So, naturally, I have to go through his bourbon room. But I said, I don't want you in my wine room messing up my pretty pink.
So is there like a passcode or like a thumbprint or something that will prevent him from coming down?
No, just my voice.
We should think about that.
That's enough.
They're on the honor. They're on the honor you need 'em.
Michael, if you come down to the wine room, you're on the couch tonight. Okay,
That's
right.
right.
That's
Yeah,
the would say.
yeah, you don't need
That's
more
plenty
than
enough.
Yeah.
It's a spiral staircase, though, so it's not safe for him.
Well, it is safe for him if he's not 13 bourbons in, right?
You have to stay to the outside. It's when you get on that inside, it's when you get problems on the spirals.
Yeah, if we
You
can't
miss
go
them with
up,
your heel.
we said that.
Yeah,
Make it up the steps.
that's fair. If you, I'm sure you'll have a couch. If you blow up mattresses, it'll be fun. Just, it'd be like a slumber party.
Emergency kit.
Yeah.
And where is the house? Is it downtown Bentonville area?
No, it's between Bentonville and Pea Ridge.
Oh, nice. So you got a lot of
we've
land
got
then,
2.5 acres out there. So
which is also on the way out towards the bourbon charity event, right? You're headed out towards.
Yes, kind of.
No,
Yeah, not really. It's like more north.
no. I'm trying to find a safe way to get you guys home.
Uber.
Uber.
With Jason.
Yep. Yep.
James.
James.
We're James.
James.
Yep. Shout out to
Nice.
James.
Shout out.
Yeah. Good driver. Good driver.
Gina, what's going on in your world? Like, what's happening with you?
Nothing much. Lisa and I are getting ready to go to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico.
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
I love
Just the
that
two of you?
No, our families.
Spring break.
It's not a ladies' trip.
It's spring break.
It's a family trip.
So,
Yeah.
so the Brewers and the Kochs are going. The
And a
two
few
couples.
other people.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep. So Ian's going.
Uh huh.
That'd be fun.
He's going.
Ian's
and
going
then-
solo.
Yep.
Oh, look out, ladies!
Yeah. So
There we
try to
go.
find him a senorita.
Oh, he'll
over
do good
there.
on his own.
Yeah.
Ladies, ladies, ladies.
That'll be,
awesome.
that's Mazatlan and Puerto Vallarta. That's my favorite 2 places to go in Mexico.
You have a house there?
No, but I've been there a lot.
Yeah,
I don't
we've
know.
been
The
going-
Pacific side to me is more. It's just more authentic and more.
Yeah. We've been going every year for spring break for probably the last 3 spring breaks, probably.
Mm-hmm.
So connect through where?
Dallas.
Depends on which airline.
So
Yeah, it's
American to
usually
Dallas.
Houston, Dallas or
And we do
Phoenix.
Delta.
So we go through Atlanta.
Yes.
Okay.
Because we're
So it's a long day of travel.
Delta.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Like we leave Saturday at 6. We arrive at 10:09.
My
So-
husband booked a fabulous flight home for us. We leave at 3 in the afternoon,
Oh boy.
and we fly to Los Angeles. And then we take the red eye to Atlanta, and we get in at 5 a.m. And then we take an 8 o'clock back to Northwest Arkansas.
Shout out to Tim. Well done.
There must have been a
Tim.
deal on the points that
I was like-
that or he's
Yeah.
trying to hit his
Valerie
status.
is trying to get a certain number of miles.
Yeah.
Do that one more time for me.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Europe on the way
Leave at
home.
3 o'clock from Puerto Vallarta, and we fly to Los Angeles.
Stop 1.
And then from there, we take the red eye to Atlanta and get in at 5 in the morning.
Stop 2.
And then at 8 o'clock, we fly to XNA.
So it's almost
so-
24 hours.
Yes.
But it's only 2 stops, so it's not
Yeah.
that bad.
If Mr. Brewer were to do that, I would strangle him and he would be on the couch permanently.
I mean, I'm sure it was a good deal, but unless you're flying to like Australia, like that's a lot of time. Timmy, you got to do better than that.
He's going to hit his status that he's trying to get. I
Well, I
mean,
was
that's
thinking
pretty smart.
$800.
Yeah.
And he thought we're doing global entry, so when we get into XNA,
that'll work
I mean, LAX, we can do our interview at the same time.
All right, that's
Yeah,
much better,
that's
Tim.
nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Efficient.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's forget about the list that your husband gave you to talk about in the podcast. Let's talk about the list of what you're going to do in Puerto Vallarta. Like, what do we got lined up for the week?
Man, really simple. Wake up, have a Bloody Mary, have some breakfast, lay by the pool, drink, take a nap, drink, get some dinner, and repeat.
Yeah.
That sounds
That sounds like
Just
vacation to me.
enjoy the sun and no schedule.
No worries, no schedule.
That's what makes
I
it
hate
so
having a
good.
schedule.
Me too. Because then
I
you get
just
home
wanna-
and you feel like you need another vacation.
I go on vacation with these people, and it's like, okay, we should like plan on going out to visit like some cruise ship or some yacht ship, and I'm like, I just want to hang out by the pool. Like, I don't really want to get pulled away from the resort to go do those things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying, Bobby?
Yeah.
That's not beds. So we get a bed, and then you just look straight out into the ocean.
I mean, you know, like you don't need to leave the resort to go look at cruise ships.
Are you talking about our text message from this morning?
No, I was just
That's not looking at cruise ships.
with yachts.
No, it's one of the best island bars, beach bars on Antigua.
Oh,
But you don't have to go.
But I was thinking like Lisa, get up, drink, hang out by the pool, drink some more, take
Yeah.
a nap.
Yeah.
But if we want to go out and look at other people on boats, I mean, a wave to them, like that's
Are you taking the boat over?
No.
not yet. We'll have to. We're working on that.
I was gonna say you guys. I think you need
Yeah.
to get him to.
Look, I mean,
Commit a
I'm
little
all
bit to this
about,
trip.
I'm all about hanging out at the resort, but, it's kind of cool to see some other cool beach bars and stuff. And, after 7 days of sitting at the same pool, I'm ready to go see something else.
All right, when 7 days by the pool is not a bad thing.
No.
No.
No, relaxing.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I need it.
Yeah.
The beautiful thing about being an adult is you have choice. Choose to stay exactly where you are.
I'm just trying to.
Or not.
I was just talking about.
Well,
them
you
on
brought
their
it up
trip.
twice, so I figured
what-
you were trying to start some shit. So
No, I just
I
was.
was gonna fire off at you.
Who said I was even
I mean,
talking
could
about
edit
you? I
this
was
out as
talking
well,
about
too.
on their
It's
trip. I think it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, Jim and Corey are in, so
I think it'll be nice.
yeah, we'll send you pictures.
So nice meals planned. Do you have any? Like, do you guys do at the restaurant there?
We'll eat at the resort, but we do like to go out into town and experience, the local,
Oh, I thought we were
local
only sitting
cuisine
by the pool the
during
entire
the
time.
day. During the day.
Okay, so we went to Puerto Vallarta when I was for my senior trip.
I did too.
You did?
I did.
Come on.
Did you guys
Alright.
hook up there by chance? Like no,
yeah.
not like hook up like that. Like hook up and like hang out.
Josh.
Why are you going
Here we
there?
go.
Just not like hook up like for a
Now that
drink.
you say that.
Oh, were you at Carlos and Charlie's?
Yep.
Oh,
I was too. Yeah.
What year
we-
was this?
92.
So
That's when you were there.
it was close to that.
Whoa.
But we went there. We went to this fair or this circus.
A circus.
I mean, I rode a mechanical bull and won drinks for our whole class. It's a wonder that I'm alive after that trip. We had so much fun.
You know what? When I got home from that trip, I got mono.
The mono is the kissing disease, right?
We are digressing.
No, but isn't mono the kissing
extremely
disease?
quick.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you get sick on that trip too?
No, I didn't get sick.
You okay?
I did.
Too much tequila?
I think the tequila that when you're 18, it was flowing down there.
Mm-hmm.
I went to my first foam party.
Your first.
Carlos and Charlie's had a big foam party.
Mexico loves those foam parties.
Can you explain what a foam party is for the viewers?
I've never been to one.
Well, you get out. You're like out on the dance floor, and they have these foam machines that are blowing bubbles out in there.
Before you know it, you're
Yeah,
neck deep in foam.
It kind of sounds like fun.
it's fun.
Was it a strip
They're
club?
all sticky.
Yeah,
Was it regular?
I bet you could find one when you guys go down next week.
I bet we can. I bet my boys would love that.
Yes.
Are you putting Michael in the group of the boys? You're talking
Yes.
about the boys.
Yes. Yeah, I have 3.
So I wish I remember the name. There was this bar that you could get in. They had a cage that they'd lift you up in. Did you go to that on your trip?
She was by the pool.
I missed that one.
A friend of mine got in there, and he had his Charlie Brown shirt on, and he was locked in there, and they raise you up in the middle of the club. I mean,
And then
Was
what?
that at the Melicon?
I don't even know where it was.
So how long is he up there for?
Oh, probably 30 minutes. He was up there dancing and doing all this stuff. So,
That we need to find that place for Michael.
Yes, he would love it.
He would love
yeah,
that.
he would love it.
His clothing
He would
stays
be
on.
the star of the show.
Oh, it would
You
be
know
the
how
Michael
he
show.
likes to
I've seen him
dance
dance.
and-
Oh yeah.
We've all seen Michael.
We've all seen Michael dance.
Hey, he was the star last year when we were on the boat.
He was.
I know we're giving him money and
Yes,
everything.
he made money on the boat.
So
We
yeah,
did. We
in
took
Mexico?
A boat. Yes, we took a boat over.
Also in
to-
Bimini.
to see a show, and they do a party thing on the boat, and of course he had to get up and show his moves, and women were literally stuffing dollar bills in his shirt.
Thank God you stopped and said shirt because the viewers were trying to figure out where we were going there.
Yeah.
To PG-13 rated
Didn't he
show.
have to do that when we were in Kentucky as well too? Remember when we came home late that night?
Yes, he was at the table, and we were all
He
sitting
came
there,
down in
3
his
guys, and he
silk
came down
boxers.
in silk boxers, and Bobby was putting dollar bills in his chest, and we were like, "Hey, Bobby, whatever floats your boat."
Yeah. Well,
I mean, he was dancing for you.
we were also in Vegas a year or 2 ago, maybe a couple of years ago, and went to a drag queen show. And while they were off of the stage for a moment, he jumped up on stage and started dancing, and he made $20.
Lisa, I'm very confident none of this is in your approved list to talk about for Michael.
Yeah.
I feel pretty strongly.
Michael's going to watch this, and he's like, what about the list, Lisa?
You went off the script! You went off the script!
When did the wheels fall off?
We had a list.
Yeah, sorry, babe.
Didn't stick to any of it. Now, how's Tim on this trip? Is he quiet, calm, relaxed, or does
Yeah,
he go with the flow?
Yeah, let me just plop down somewhere, give me a drink, then I'm just going to chill.
He's probably like on the Bimini. You and him sat up front in those seats, and we never saw you guys.
It was
You
like
were
the
just
scene
up
from
there.
Titanic when we were up
Yeah.
by the front of the boat. Doo, 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 doo,
And
doo.
then some sore muscles, and I'm not sure how that happened.
What are you,
I'm just
Well, they
saying,
were
stomach
holding
muscles
each
what,
are
what are you
sore.
trying to
I
say?
don't know. I'm just saying, I'm not sure.
I mean, the boat was bumping up and down, and we had to lock in to ensure we didn't fall off. What else do you think was going on?
Nothing. I just was
Yeah.
like, wow.
Just making sure. Matthew?
Some quality bonding.
Quality bonding. I learned a lot about the Koch family on that trip. I got to spend a lot of time with Tim. I mean, that was a good, hour each way?
Yeah.
Yeah, we learned a lot. We talked about a lot.
Somebody had to take one for the team.
We did, So how long are you in Puerto Vallarta for?
For a week.
That sounds fun.
A little bit longer. We're Friday to the following Tuesday.
But because
Are you though with all that travel?
I mean, yeah.
Sorry, Gina. But are
Really
you?
not.
They're leaving a day before.
By the time you recover, it'll be a few days later.
And I'll be well rested because I got
The Brewers have
Life.
7 days in the hotel. You only have 6, but you're getting home 2 days later.
He's like I am. He's thrifty. It killed him to spend that extra.
Yeah, but you know how many miles you're going to earn on that? You'll maintain your top level for the next few years.
Well, yeah, I hope so. Better be worth it.
It's worth it.
I better get that upgrade.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
But by the end of next week, Michael will have like 10 new friends. He will have met everyone at the resort.
Well, don't you have an adopted son down
We do.
there? Tell us about that.
We do.
It's a great
So-
story.
So we went to, I guess, Puerto Vallarta a few years ago for our first time. and we had our boys with us. They're 19 and 16. And, they were kind of bored and, they're like, we need something to do. So they hooked up with the activities director who was there, whose name was Andres.
We got to give the girls
And
some.
he was
That's good.
he was like 19 years old or so. So, fit right in with the boys. Hung out with them every day, played games with them, and we got to talking to him. And he was just a great kid.
And he worked for the resort?
Yeah, he worked for the resort. Doesn't have any parents, lives with his grandma. Just a great kid. So every year we would go back. We would meet him. We would go out with him, like take him to dinner, at night when he had a night off or something, and just became friends with him. And he calls us mom and dad.
Oh, wow.
And so last year we took a family vacation to Cabo, and we took Andres with us. So
How cool is that?
he had
That's
never been
cool.
out of Puerto Vallarta.
Wow.
Never been on a plane, and has never been a guest at a resort. So he went from, working at a resort to getting to be a guest at a resort.
Big difference.
And it was so cool to watch because he was just in awe the entire week. He thought
neat.
everything was just amazing.
Yeah. That's so
And,
fun.
we talk to him like once a month, and so we're
But that
looking
just
forward
goes back to the
seeing him.
generosity of your family. Like, it's very kind, and you don't have to do any of those things, and you want to give back. And that just speaks volumes to who you guys are. I know Tim would do the same thing, of course. Right?
Yeah, we have a little adopted son ourselves.
I love that. That's amazing.
Yep, who you took to Puerto Vallarta too.
Yes, I took to Puerto Vallarta.
Now, what we're thinking is, why don't you guys adopt us and take us to Puerto Vallarta?
Yeah, exactly.
How do we get on the short list?
How do we get adopted to go?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I have status with Delta.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
no status.
No
now,
status
have we
with
flown this adopted son to Bentonville yet?
No,
That
so
would be cool.
it's more difficult for a citizen of Mexico to travel to the United States.
They have to get a
Get a
visa.
visa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we would love to. We just have to figure out how, really how to do that.
I'm gonna get Michael to bring him into Blakeman's. I mean, that would be amazing. Pick up a little Rolex for him to bring back home. That would be amazing.
Little souvenirs.
Well, Lisa's like, we have a house and a pool. We have to
Yeah.
finish.
I just was kind of
Don't
stirring
give
the.
Michael any ideas.
That's not on the list either to talk about. I'm certain we can't talk about that.
No.
Then we have
No way.
Mario, which Mario is great.
Yes.
Mario.
Our other buddy in Puerto Vallarta. And the other thing we do when we go to Puerto Vallarta, and this may sound crazy, but we take a big bag of blow pops, with the gum in it.
Yeah.
And we pass those out.
Talk about them. I'm just
And we pass them
Sounds R-rated.
We pass them out to the staff. Yeah, to all of the pool waiters and everyone. And all day you'll see them walking around with these blow pops in their mouths.
Coolest thing
And they
ever.
love them because they can't get them there.
Josh, you might
And-
need to borrow that idea for Antigua.
Yeah.
Or your next Caribbean trip.
Maybe you could let Bobby and Jim take it to the island bar.
they could take it to the island bar.
Kind of cool that it's something so simple to us, but means so
Yeah,
much
big
to
deal
them.
to them.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Dude, what do you
It's
get
just
them
cool
at?
to see.
Sam's or?
Yeah, we
Big
just get a
bag.
great big bag and
That is cool.
hand them out through the week, or they'll let. Can I get another blow pop? Sure.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now,
it's
I got to
fun.
tell you something.
Cheaper than dollar bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I got a list from Michael, too. He asked me to talk about some things on the podcast.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No way.
So he said, make sure that you convince Lisa to get me a boat. So the boat. And I said, all right, well, we'll talk about that because he knew
on the spot.
Well, he knew that last time we were down in Bimini, he wanted a boat, and you said no. So he said, make sure that you guys can pull the approval for a boat out of Lisa on camera today. So
Not going to happen.
Yeah.
but
Nope.
It's a hard no.
Nope. That's a hard no.
maybe.
So we've had a boat before.
But
And the best day was when we sold it.
Yeah.
But you haven't had like a Helios.
No, not a Helios boat.
Well, that's what he's referring
It's
to.
not in
many
the budget.
people do.
Yeah.
No,
It's
you
amazing.
do realize that he never texted me, but we just would throw that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
We had that right.
Just get a little rise out of Lisa.
Yeah. Love to get it.
Oh, because you had me going in Bimini.
Oh, we sure did. That was.
Oh, he was buying that boat.
Oh, I know.
No,
And
that
I-
wasn't us having you going. He was buying that thing. It
That was
I'm
The
like,
wire
oh,
was
no,
wrong.
you're not.
was the wire transfer.
Once you
was-
guys walked into the lift room where they had all the boats, and you just saw Michael and Rob looking at all the boats up on the wall up in there, I was like, "Oh, this is not going to end well." Lisa,
I was
she's
like,
like, "Where are
hell
they?"
no.
Yeah.
Not happening.
One of my favorite moments on the Bimini boat was when I told Tim that he broke the armrest.
oh god.
And he was like, no, I didn't. I'm like, well, Tim, you were the only one sitting up there. You broke it. And I'm like, you're going to have to talk to Rob about it. I'm like, just ask him what it's going to cost to replace.
So Tim didn't break that. How did that armrest break?
No.
How did that break?
It was the night before. We had a little dance party on the boat, and
It's,
I think I slipped and I broke it.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, it was me.
but I made Tim believe he did it.
Yeah.
Because Tim could write you a check for it. I mean, he saved a lot of money on his flight home from Puerto Vallarta.
Exactly.
He's got extra money in the bank account. That's why he owes a lot of money for the boat.
Tim, I know you're listening to this right now, and I know you're probably getting mad because we keep talking about this, but it's fine. We're just having fun. But I did break the armrest. That was me.
Yeah, but he was not happy with me. He's like, that is not funny. I'm like, well, I kind of thought it was.
Yeah, it's fine.
That was a fun trip because that was our first time all going on
Yeah.
vacation
Yes, that was
together.
a fun trip. I think that was the first time I met you, Matt.
Yeah, I think it was.
There. Yeah, so you were a dangerous bartender.
Yes.
Yeah. Matt likes
And I loved
pulling
Tom.
that deal out
Yeah.
of
Yes.
the Tito's
Todd
bottle.
is like the
You have
everyone
to let
loves
us know when he
Todd.
comes here. We
Yeah.
can all go out.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, he was
It
great.
was a lot of fun.
We're trying to plan a trip for them to come down. So
That'll be good.
My wrist is still fractured from you.
it's funny because even our neighbors in Florida, they're all like, "When's Todd coming down?" I'm like, "I'm here. What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Oh, that guy's such a nice guy." But no, he's a great.
It's hard not to like Todd.
Oh, he's very likable. And the two of you together are like, because didn't you guys share a bed and you guys were,
Yeah.
And then you had an opportunity to shift to another room. You each had your own beds, and you're like, no, we're good together sharing a bed. We're like,
Yeah,
I mean, for the podcast,
we had
viewers-
already come to terms with it being okay. So, well, why change?
So for the podcast viewers, was it like head to toe? Was it like one above the blanket, one below, or like what was the arrangement? Just making sure that we're clear.
Yeah, I mean, we just had we just built a little. We built a little bridge
Culvert.
in between us.
Little culvert,
Little
Yeah.
bridge in between.
little swale.
Anything else you ladies want to cover? See, I told you we would just riff on stuff and it
Yeah.
would go by.
We're out of time.
We're through a full
I know.
hour.
I feel like you didn't even get to talk about any of what you wanted to talk about.
I don't really have anything.
We didn't hit the
That's
list.
what's good.
Lisa never has an agenda. That's what we love about you. You're just like,
easy.
let's just hang out, have fun, and have a cocktail and glass of wine, and
You guys have fun?
Yeah.
Good. Nice and easy.
Like, yeah.
Good. So what we learn? What did we learn? We learned that Tim doesn't like to spend money on flights.
or make sure he hits the top status.
Top status. Yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
We learned that you have a son in
Yeah, in Mexico.
Mexico.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we got some good learnings out
We
of it.
learned
I
that Josh
never
is a
knew
little hurt because we might leave a resort that we're sitting there for 7 days for and go see.
I mean, I was just
a
saying
cool-
hypothetically.
a cool beach bar.
Like I don't think Josh is going to leave though with you. I think
That's fine.
He's going to He's going to keep the camp. Stay
I,
at camp. And
I was
make
just
sure it's
throwing
all
out
good.
options.
He didn't. Josh didn't. Want to
It was
talk about
crickets all day,
Yeah. I was busy preparing for the podcast. What were you doing?
picking up all the stuff you needed me to bring here: bourbon, glasses.
Well, thank you
Be
ladies
on
for coming
time.
in. Yeah, you guys did well on that.
Yeah, you're like, be here at 2:45. Josh wasn't here at 2:45.
I most certainly was.
You were not.
I was cleaning the table first.
I was sitting in the parking lot, and
It's just not true. Cheers, ladies. Thanks for coming
Cheers.
in. Have a wonderful
Thanks for
trip.
having
Thank
us.
you for your
Yes.
friendship. Thank you for being a part of everything that we do for
Cheers.
Gentsgiving.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers.